congratulations to you tonight. I'll start things off with you, Will. How did it feel to finally be out there to get that first match really under your belt, you and Takeshi? Wow.
I mean, I was grateful to be in the ring with such a great wrestler like Takeshi is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best wrestlers in the world. It's the first time we've ever touched one another as well. I mean, we've done tag matches with one another, but it's the first time we've ever had a match one-on-one. The reception was incredible. Like, I was getting proper nervous backstage because I feel like people's eyes are on me more than ever. And with all the hype and everything, you just got you got to knock it out of the fucking park, eh? And I just wanted to do that. So it took a lot for me to leave Japan, leave the Indies for a bit, just because it's been my home for 8 years, man. And I love those guys, and I can't say enough. I'm so grateful and so thankful that I got to grow up in Japan. But you guys made me feel right at home. Thank you very much for leaving the key underneath the mat. I will treasure your home very much so.
It was so incredible to watch you out there, to really seize that moment and feel that out there. And Tony, I mean, I was saying it earlier that there's so much pressure kind of coming into this pay-per-view, deemed one of the best pay-per-views perhaps ever, but of 2024, and we're so early on into the year. Did it live up to the hype for you?
I think it was one of the best pay-per-views ever. It was one of the greatest nights of my life personally, and Will, you were tremendous tonight. What a great match. Ospreay versus Takeshi. The last time I saw you, we were in Crystal Palace, London, England, and here we are now in Greensboro, North Carolina, both great wrestling cities and traditions, and Will Ospreay and AEW fits like a glove, in my opinion.
Let's open it up. We'll open it up to the floor. Guys, any questions for both Tony or Will?
Corey Lee with the Wrestling Observer. How's your back? Because you...
Mate, my ass is so bad. I want to show a little bit of it. I'm not going to show you my cheek, right? But bro, look how bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that spot was pretty
sucked
insane.
so much.
Just want to make sure that you're okay, obviously. The second question I actually had is kind of your mindset now. You are now full-time U.S.-based wrestling, which is, you've never done that. You've done, obviously, the indies in England, Japan. I mean, you've done matches over here.
Yeah, just dip my toes into it.
Yeah, but now you're actually going to be going on American TV every week. What is your mindset about how you kind of almost have, do you have to change your style, or you're just going to be like, you know what, I'm going to be Will Ospreay, and I'm going to make basically the TV adapt to me?
I mean, the one thing I'm doing my best to do is I'm trying my best not to swear. God damn, it's so hard.
Well, here you can. You feel free off the air.
I mean, here, yeah. That's,
FCC is not.
But I was just kind of mate, even cutting promos now, that's a real hard task for me to do, because I've never done it into an American audience. A lot of our stuff in Japan was always backstage. So I knew when I wanted to make the jump, I was I'm really trying hard at that, and really trying to learn that style, because I'm all new at this. Everything that you see right in front of you is all going to be me experiencing something completely new. But my mindset right now is I have been screaming down the lens of a Japanese camera that I'm the best in the world. And right now, I've never done this. I've never been full-time in America. And it's a lot of things, but it's mainly an anxiety. It's an anxiety of for ages. I know when the bell rings, I can do it, but it's not just the bell ringing anymore. It's about showing personality. It's about connecting with the crowds, and that's my main focus now. Is just I want to show my personality, because I'm a little bit of a cheeky bugger. So I'd like to show that off, and this is going to be a really rough road, not rough road, but it's going to be it's going to be hard to work out these navigations. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to be completely vulnerable out there, and just if I mess up, shine, you fucked up to me. I don't mind. I'm here to learn, and I'm not going to get it right away, but I'm doing my best, and I think honestly out there tonight, I think if that's the first thing that I've got, everyone's fucked,
You're doing great already. Just
Can we go over here?
Yeah, I'll just say
love that.
only 4 swear words. It's all good.
Doing amazing. DJ Danny Ocean, Dirt Sheet Radio. Like Renee said, we are in March, 3 months into 2024. They're saying this pay-per-view of the year already. Scrolling Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, they're saying this was the match of the year. You know, Takeshi. How are you feeling? Your first official match at AEW. They're already calling it match of the year. How you feeling?
I mean, I've got a lot to top now, haven't I? Look, once again, I can't do those type of matches without a great partner to do it with. Takeshita is every bit as good as Will Ospreay. It's just on that night I was just better, pure and simple. But like, look at the move that I had to put him away with. The Tiger Driver, I keep saying this so much, man. The Tiger Driver #1 is the most dangerous move in wrestling. It is not, it was used back in the day by Mitsuharu Misawa. And I said it right, didn't I? I'm sure I did. But like, I actually forgot that wrong, didn't I? But like, it was one of the most dangerous moves in wrestling. And like, some guys are able to like kind of figure out a way of getting out of it, but like it's a complete pressure on your neck, man. It's a sheer drop. Like I wouldn't be surprised in like the 5 months time, like people will be like, hey, you can't do that move anymore. But it's like, this is what I bring to the table, man. Like, I'm one of the most dangerous professional wrestlers in the world. Look, I am a lovely man. I will walk your mum across the street any day of the week. I will happily give you a cuddle if you're ever feeling sad. I'm always a good shoulder to cry on, and I look after you to the day I die. But I am one mean motherfucker when I want to be. Like, that's all I care about, man. So, like, this is the first pay-per-view of AEW's year for 2024. Right, so we got Dynasty, probably got Forbidden Door, we've got
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing, All In, All Out, Full Gear, Wrestle Dream, Full Gear, and World's End.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
Let's go.
Like I said, the most dangerous man in wrestling right now, bro.
Question there?
Will, Stu Myrick from Sports Guys Talking Wrestling. First of all, congratulations on the victory. After the match, you had a moment with your United Empire mate, Kyle Fletcher, who is, of course, the Ring of Honor World Television Champion. Talk about what that meant to you, and what do you see down the road? Possibly teaming with Kyle, possibly going after
Stu,
Kyle.
actually, on the pay-per-view broadcast, we announced there will be a match, Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. This is a great opportunity for me to say, though, officially, and this is acting in the capacity as the GM here. I have to talk about the injury report. I would say after that match, you, sir, are questionable for Wednesday. So let's see. I very much hoping to have Ospreay versus Fletcher, but we'll see how you're doing.
Yeah, just keep it penciled in. Just keep it penciled in for now. But
He talked me into not scratching it. But
yeah, don't scratch it off. Like, let me just like, I've got to earn some money out here.
I don't know.
I spent my money on like a bathroom, a kitchen, Barbados holiday. I've got to start winning some big matches. Like.
He's beat up. I don't know. I would really like to do it, but we'll see as soon as possible. I think it'd be fantastic, and it's one of those matches. I think it's a dream match on television. They've been great partners. They're great friends. And I'd be very excited to have Ospreay versus Fletcher. Hopefully Wednesday we announce on the broadcast. So, but please, you can elaborate. I think you guys have a great friendship, and you're two of the great wrestlers.
Me and Kyle go way back. Like, we've had so many matches over in England, and when the pandemic struck, him and Davis lived at my house while Australian indies weren't kind of picking up. So the UK indies just opened up, and it was kind of like, it was discussed that if they just stay with me, I'll look after them. Didn't charge them any rent or anything. I just wanted to look after them. We done Rev Pro together. Was able to get over to America quicker, but like for me, Kyle and Davis, like we're like three best friends, man. And I'm like, I miss you, Davis. I love you so much, dude. I hope you're doing well. But like for me, it was so happy to see Kyle, and like, man, it's changed his hair. Looks beautiful. God, that's one beautiful man. But like having him out there, getting to throw the crowns up again, like in AEW together, like of course, like we're gonna get back the band back together and like roll through with the Don Callis family, of course. And like for me now, it's all steam ahead, and for Kyle, I think this is a big proving test for him. Like if the match does go ahead on Wednesday, I don't want to hold anything back. Like this is proving point to you. You've been in the ring with Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega, and you've shown so much. Like you are the future, but like right now, like I've just stepped in front of you. What are you gonna do?
There we go. I'll get you next.
Oh, you.
I'm D Dowdy, 104.5 FM WCCG. Will, question for you. Throughout the match, there were a lot of aha moments, a lot of momentum shifting. How were you able to stay focused and adapt to catch this offense?
A lot of it has just been like experience over in Japan, dude. Like, I mean, once again, I've watched Takeshita, like I was a fan of him. I saw him live at 2019. And one of my mates at the time went, God damn, he's sexy. And I was so I was sitting next to him, I was just like, hey, you're alright, calm down, mate. Yeah, he is, okay. But when those type of matches are happening, like I just kind of like remain from my training what I did in Japan, because with that it's endurance based. You have to keep your timing right, you have to keep your energy levels down, like not get too freaked out in those moments, because like there's a lot of like heavy shots. So the moment you start freaking out and breathing heavy and like not creating space from your opponent, that's when you're gonna find yourself in like difficult positions. Bless you. But for me, like, it's not a rodeo. It's not a ride that I haven't ridden before. I'm very much aware of like my. I think my benefit for a lot of these guys is my gas is kind of good. My breathing, like my cardio. That's what kind of thing. He did a lot of brain damage there. Boom, like, but like. My cardio is real good. I just like I try my best to keep my breathing going, but like that moment he brain busted my ass on the road, dude, that was the most painful thing I've ever felt in my entire life. I wanted to cry. Man, there's a lump, dude. Like, but Takeshi's the best, man. Like I can only do what I've just been practicing over in New Japan, so this is all that I can present right now, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys like what I've been learning, what I've been experiencing, because there's so many guys that don't know me yet, dude. Like my name's Will, I do good pro wrestling.
2 more questions from here.
Keith Elliott Greenberg with Inside the Ropes magazine.
What's up, Keith?
This is a very historic night tonight, and there were a number of legends in the arena. Were you able at some point to slow down enough to glean any knowledge or at least inspiration from those legends?
So this honestly is, I hope I'm allowed to say it, but like, so I was like, backstage, the doctor was like, all right, on the table, we'll just put some ice on your butt, and like, I was like laying on the table, and then like, Ric Flair walked in, and I was like, and stood up, and he was just, and he said, you are everything I've heard of and more. You are one of the best wrestlers in the world, and that coming from him is just like, thank you, Mr. Ric Flair, thank you very much. He's a standard, like, I know, like, I know sometimes it gets forgotten about, but like every like little bit of wrestling has some like inspiration from Ric Flair, man. So like the fact that he was able to like just come over and just go like, you're the fucking man, it's like, man, amazing, like brilliant stuff.
Last question.
A bit of a two-parter. Tony, you were present for a pretty crazy match that Will had a couple weeks ago. I'm interested to hear like what goes through your mind when somebody who you've already invested in is having a match like that, which is incredible but also risky. And Will, when we had spoke prior, you communicated how important it was for you to still be able to live in the UK. How important was that to coming here, and what kind of schedule will you be on moving forward?
Well, I was a tremendous match. That was an amazing match for Will to finish up in Rev Pro, and after a great run in New Japan and Rev Pro, I thought Will versus Michael Oku was a great match, and I was really blown away not only by the quality of the wrestling, but also really the quality of people. I got to meet Will Ospreay's family for the first time, which was really cool.
So sweet, dude.
You're the man, and the great things he said afterwards, it was just really kind, and I thought the way he helped really set up his debut in AEW and also paid tribute to the great fans in the UK that helped him get to this place. It was really a great thing, and it was great to be there. And of course, the match took a big toll, I think, physically, but knowing it's Will Ospreay, you know, I had a high confidence he was going to be here, be ready for Revolution, and he was everything we would have expected. The match was everything we would have expected. I thought Ospreay versus Takeshita delivered, Revolution delivered, and again, I think Will Ospreay in AEW fits like a glove, as you're seeing here tonight firsthand. Thank you, Sean.
I'm basically Wolverine, bro, but I'll be fine in like a couple of days, just heal up. So just remind me of the question. So it's just like, how are you gonna? What's your schedule looking like, and like, what's
you
it
mentioned that living in the UK was very important to you.
Yes. I'm currently in a relationship with another professional wrestler. I call her Al, Alex Windsor, which is great. And now I'm in a position where I'm a parent, and I don't know. The first time I told people, everyone went, you." Like, I was like, I'm a big kid as well, man. And that I can't tell you enough what like the girl and that kid have done for me, man. Like I wish I could honestly be so open about like how much those two like really mean to me. But like, they've gone through a lot for me, and I could not ask them to uproot their life, their school life. Like, she's such a big, and if you know my missus and you know her story, like, it's kind of documented within the UK scene. I don't know if it's documented in the world of wrestling, but just like, she's gone through so much, man. She's like a genuine warrior, man. Like, no amount of like arse pain will ever compare to what that girl's gone through, and still being like an incredible mother. Like, I could not have asked for like a better partner to go through this whole thing. Like, I said it, like, I went to Barbados, and just before I left, I was like, man, I'm nervous. I'm nervous being part of this, and she just gave me the biggest hug and was just like, you got it, like, go do it. So like, for her, it's just like, I couldn't ask to do that. Like, and a lot of people forget, like, the majority of like the travel is kind of like, it's so much less than Japan. Like, Japan was like 15 hours at one point, because like there's a bloody war going on in Russia and Ukraine. So I used to go through there. I wasn't allowed to go through the airspace, so we had to go underneath. It was horrible. Like, so coming over here, it's not actually as bad. It's just like, and like, I don't mind it. Every now and then it's a bit of peace and quiet, isn't it? Just like, I can put my feet up and just listen to Fleetwood Mac on. So I don't mind it. But like, my schedule is full time, dude. Like, I want to be here every single week, delivering the best matches that I physically can. Like, this is what I've been preaching over in New Japan. Like, the work that I've put out throughout all those 8 years of doing it. It was the hardest thing leaving it, but like Tony said, this fits like a glove. Like, this is where the best wrestlers in the world are. Like, honestly, have you any chance to step back and look at this fucking roster? It's insane. It's like the elite is the most elite roster of all time. We are so blessed to be living in this moment. I'm so blessed to have a dressing room where like there are people like Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong and Takeshita, Sting, Orange Cassidy. Like, I'm gonna have a long old list of guys to go through, and I'm willing to tick off every single person. Like, I'm willing to go to work at this point. I'm looking forward to it, man. Like, I'm here for 3 things. I'm here to win world titles, retire Billy Gunn, and get a Nando sponsorship.
Well, congratulations on your debut.
Guys, thank you so much.